Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is Countdown Sports. We have officially 60 days, 15 hours, 59 minutes, and 55 seconds until the college football season begins. I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
And we have 72 days till the NFL season kicks off.
NFL season.
Let's go.
Go Lions, baby.
We're repping our,
We're going all the
team.
way.
You know,
All
Super
the
Bowl,
way.
easy. You know,
Easy
17-0.
Super Bowl.
You know.
Listen, next up, we have 123 days until the college basketball season.
Woo.
My personal, probably second favorite season of all time. College basketball, March Madness, when that hits, my goodness, it gets you going. I don't know.
It's really different.
Colin, tell us how many days we got until the NBA season.
There's 115 days till the NBA season. You know, we're entering the off season today. 6 p.m. today is actually the start of the NBA off season. So we'll get more into that in a future
It's good
video.
to know. We will not be talking about that today, unfortunately. Today, we're going to kick off with the NFL off season. We're going to be going through and grading every single team in the NFC today and their grades on how they did in free agency. Stay tuned for next episode. We will be going over the NFL draft.
Yes.
And we'll grade that too. We'll probably argue about it, but that's the fun of it. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to kick it off today with our super biased picks because if you couldn't tell, we are both Lions fans. Huge Lions
Shocker,
fans.
you know. You think like Packers, right?
Yeah. First off, we're going to start with the NFC North because, I mean, the hardest division in football, but we'll start with the Kings of the NFC North.
Of course.
Because the Lions are going to win it all. And I don't think there's any debate on that at all.
No one will disagree with
What
that.
is a Ram? I have no idea.
What is a Ram?
No idea. But today, we're going to start off with the Detroit Lions and their off-season. All right? So we kicked it off with free agency with a slam dunk signing in center Cade Mays. My goodness.
What a signing.
To me, it's an incredibly underrated signing. I'm sure some people are going to ask who that is. It is the Panthers center. All right, these last few years, he was about the only thing on that Panthers line that was even good. So, 2 years straight of starting and didn't allow a single sack. That's
Wow.
what we need because Jared Goff got sacked a whole lot last year.
The loss of Frank Ragnow really hurt us last season. You could tell.
More than we'd like to admit. That was probably one of the hardest days of my entire life, seeing that he retired. But
so hard. But this season will be
fly
different.
high, knowing that we have hopefully found the perfect replacement. Now, no one can truly replace him, but we're sure going to try. I'd say the other pretty big ones we brought back Rock Yassin. We got Malcolm Rodriguez to get re-signed on a deal. We brought back, that's pretty much it besides maybe Avonte Maddox.
Tom Kennedy. We brought back Tom Kennedy.
Tom Kennedy, the greatest NFL preseason wide receiver ever of all time.
Ever. Not even close.
He's the
Not
GOAT.
even a debate.
He's the greatest, the coldest white boy that ever was. I just want to say that to start off. And other than that, we signed a couple starters in Roger McCreary. We got our new replacement, backup running back, Isaiah Pacheco.
To replace the loss of Dave Montgomery, which we traded this offseason to the Houston Texans for Juice Struggs and a sixth and a fourth round pick.
Yep. Fly high, David Montgomery. I hope he gets a lot of carries, and I hope he just excels over there.
We wish him the best of luck in Houston.
Exactly. And hopefully he can have a great end to his amazing career so far. We enjoyed his time as a Detroit Lion. He did us well. I would say other than that, we brought in Greg Dortch to replace our new kick returner in Khalif Raymond. That should be an all right signing. And as far as the people coming in, that's pretty decent. I'd say we did all right there. Now, as far as our departures went, we had a whole lot of those, including who I just mentioned, Khalif Raymond. That's going to be quite the hit on us, but we couldn't afford to re-sign a kick returner with how tight our money is right now. it is. It's pretty rough. That's probably why we haven't made any big deals yet.
Yeah.
We all want a big deal, but the Detroit Lions just ain't going to work that way, I don't think.
It's not the way Dan is.
It's not the way Dan is. Brad Holmes is... in Brad Holmes, we trust. We know he's going to make some good deals and just good enough to keep us afloat for next year. Next up, we got Alex Anzalone left, Amik Robertson left, DJ Reader left, Roy Lopez left, a whole lot of starters, unfortunately. But when you look at it, these are some really old guys. And I don't know how much longer they would have been on our team, if at all, and how much longer they would have really excelled on our team. Other than that, we lost a whole bunch of, I would say, very much backups. But my very favorite, the best thing we could have possibly lost, his name is Tristan Colon. He left us to go to the Jaguars, and that, in my opinion, is the best move of the entire offseason. Thank goodness he is gone. Am I right?
Whew, he was really hard to watch.
Quite possibly one of the worst offensive linemen I have ever watched in my entire life play.
I would say our biggest loss.
Terrible.
I'd say our biggest loss out of anyone is probably Alex Anzalone. Obviously, it's debatable. He was the captain of our defense. Been a linebacker for the Lions for a pretty great time coming in from New Orleans. Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm. He's been amazing. So, wish him the best of luck in Tampa. But NFL's a business. That's just the way it is.
Absolutely. He's getting up there in age. I mean, he's turning what? 34?
Yeah, he's old. Yeah.
He's up there. And he was declining last year. But you know what? Hopefully they get 2 more good years out of him, and he can retire happy, knowing that for the good bulk of his season, he was a Detroit Lion. And he was a great Detroit Lion. I don't know. In total, I would say our off season, it wasn't great. It wasn't able to be great, to be honest. For me, I'm going to give it a solid B-. We filled in holes that we needed, and pretty much other than that, we just kind of stayed afloat. Brad Holmes likes to do everything in the draft, which we'll address later, which is probably why I'm giving it such a high grade right now, is because what we didn't take care of in the free agent signings, we definitely took care of in the draft. I mean, I'd say B-. That's my grade. What are you going to give it?
So for me, I also like what Jake said. I think we did lose a good amount of stars, but we also got them back in a bunch of other positions that were very well needed last year. We got some depth for the injuries. We've had injury problems the last few years. So I'm going to go a little bit more harsh, around the same as Jake. I'm going to go C+. I think it was a pretty decent offseason. Could have been better. I don't think it was horrible. I think it was pretty good for the most part, but yeah, C+.
All right. I'm fine with those grades. I'm fine with that. We've got one of many of our extremely biased takes out of the way. Next up, speaking of biased takes, we're going to hit the Green Bay Packers.
No.
That's
horrible.
Right. The most hate you'll ever hear, ever, is going to come from us two guys.
Horrible team.
Horrible. It's a terrible team. They are going to finish either last or second to last in the division, depending on how it goes. Depending on how the Vikings do.
Oh, man.
But
we'll get to that later.
That's for later. We'll get to that. Key signings for the Packers, pretty much nothing. They got old, washed-up Javon Hargrave from the Vikings.
Overpaid like crazy. Was that
overpaid.
$23 million? Woo! For what?
This dude is nearing, what is he, 32? Something
he's old.
Like that.
Yeah,
he's old. And he's getting $11.5 million a year. I just...
So
unbelievable. I don't know how they can stay afloat.
Horrible signing.
They got some, I think he started for the Chargers, Benjamin St. Just.
He did.
He started. He wasn't great. I mean, that Chargers defense was horrendous.
He was like the 2 or 3, right?
Something like that. They gave him almost $10 million, so, you decide how good that was. I don't think it's great. They brought in, I guess, their new backup quarterback since they lost Malik Willis, the GOAT, to the Miami Dolphins. Other than that, nothing. They didn't bring in much. Now, let's get to what they lost.
Oh,
they
the
lost
long
a
list.
lot.
Way longer.
It's a list. They departed with Malik Willis, my personal favorite person to leave the Packers.
Big loss.
I currently attend Liberty University. Go Flames, baby. And Malik Willis, if you didn't know already, was their superstar quarterback for quite some time. He got us to the, what was it? The Fiesta Bowl against Oregon, where we will not discuss the outcome because I don't want to talk about it.
It was not pretty.
It wasn't pretty. But he was, regardless, probably the best quarterback to ever come from Liberty University. And now he's a starter on the Miami Dolphins. I'm excited for him.
What a story.
I am super excited. When he had to fill in for the bum Jordan Love,
Horrible.
talk about a garbage can, dude. I can't stand that guy. He had to fill in for him, and he ended up, in my opinion, doing even better than Jordan Love this last year.
Well, I mean, he didn't play as many games as Love, but in the games he played, he definitely performed better than Jordan Love. So
I think he did. I think he's going to be a really solid starter on the Dolphins. Now, we'll see if they're tanking for this year. We'll see if they didn't give him anything to work around.
nothing.
His number one wide receiver is
Malik Washington.
Oh, jeez. R.I.P. Malik Willis. Hey, I wish him the best. I really hope he does well, but my goodness.
It's going to be hard.
Malik
He does
Washington,
not have much. Yeah.
It's going to be bad. Him and Devon A-Chan are going to be that entire offseason.
And Tutu Atwell.
Shut up. This guy is a delusional Rams fan as well.
Rams are my second team. They always have been.
Whatever. I guess we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that later, right? So
Gross. Not me. Not my team. But other than that, they lost Romeo Doubs, arguably their wide receiver one, to the New England Patriots, which was a fantastic signing for them. I think he's going to be a good two over there in New England. And then on top of that, they lost Quay Walker. They released Elgin Jenkins. They also released their starting tackle, who went to the Panthers. I forget his name.
starting tackle.
Rasheed Walker.
Oh, Rasheed Walker, yes.
So, a good chunk of their offensive line is gone. They lost Nate Hobbs, who was one of their starting corners.
That's
they
a big
lost their backup running back in Emmanuel Wilson. And, Rasheed Walker. Other than that, that's a whole lot of losses.
Right.
I'm not giving... Overall, I don't think I'm giving the Packers a very high grade at all. To be honest, they lost way more than they brought in. And they have the money to bring more in, besides the two, Jordan Love and Micah Parsons, taking up over $100 million a year, which is ridiculous. Other than that, they had money to sign some people, and they didn't. They were real quiet this offseason, like usual. So for me, I think in total, I'm going to give them a D, a grade. There's two signings that might make a difference this year in Javon Hargrave and Benjamin St. Just. Other than that, there's nothing else, nothing of impact, and they lost everything. So I'm going to give it a D. I don't think it was a good offseason for them. Just wait till you hear my draft take about them. It's not much better. But, I'm going to give them a D. What do you got, Colin?
I'm going to have to agree with Jake again here. I was thinking about giving them a D. They didn't bring in much. They did have a lot of money. With Micah's injury, he's questionable to start the year. Their draft, like Jake said, did not go very well. They didn't really bring in depth. They lost their starting center, Nelson Jenkins. They lost their tackle. They even lost their backup running back. Overall, I'm going to go D. Not a good offseason for the Packers. And I think I can't see them getting any more than 8-9 wins this year. But
I completely agree. That might be a hot take. There's some real delusional Jordan Love people out there that I'm sure this is going to make them mad, but I don't really care, honestly, because nobody likes Jordan Love.
Nobody talks to those people.
No.
Yeah.
No. There's a reason they don't have any friends. Next up, we're going to go with, oh, jeez, the Chicago Bears. As much as I hate them, my goodness, did they nail this offseason. I mean, if it wasn't for their schedule being way harder this year, I would say they improved. Their team improved, unfortunately. I mean, let's start off with their number one signing they had this year in Kobe Bryant, safety from the Seattle Seahawks.
No, not the basketball player, the safety from the Seahawks, and he is a amazing safety.
That was one of the best signings they could possibly have this offseason. I was partly hoping that we would get him. That was a delusional thought for a little while there. But I was mostly hoping that anybody but the Bears got him, and they ended up getting him. Other than that, they wound up landing Khalif Raymond, who is going to be a rock star kick returner for them this year. We know for a fact that he is a fantastic kick returner.
He is, and it's a little scary, but...
Just a little. Other than that, they re-signed their either starter or backup. I think he's a backup, Jordan McFadden, their guard. I think he started at one point just as a depth piece from when someone went out with an injury. They got Cam Lewis, the corner, out of Buffalo, who is kind of underrated in my opinion. He started quite a few games, and he played a minimal role, but I think it's going to get bigger on the Bears. Other than that, they brought back their other tackle, Braxton Jones, who was a pretty decent signing. And yeah, that's all I'm seeing for bringing in. So maybe I over-exaggerate a little bit.
Well,
but
they had a good offseason. Yeah.
We'll talk about their draft next, which was not as good in my opinion. But now, as far as the ones they lost their starting linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds, both of their starting safeties in Kevin Byard and Jaquan Brisker. Also, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I realized they just lost. I forgot about that, honestly. Forgot he was a person. I hate him because he was a jerk when he left the Lions. And
he's not a good team player.
A little hurt about that.
Yeah.
But fun fact for you, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I just saw this the other day. He actually led the league in picks. All the Bears were leading the league in picks for some reason last year. And I don't know. All those pick leaders are gone now, which is pretty exciting because Nashawn Wright, their starting corner, also left. So quite the hit on the secondary, which might be a really big deal for them next year. We'll see. We'll see if they can bounce back from it. They probably will. That idiot, Ben Johnson, as much as I don't like him anymore, he's probably going to be a really good coach.
Offensive genius, even though.
So we'll see if that defense takes a hit next year. Who knows? It's up in the air. Let's see. Other than that, they didn't lose much. They lost their, fifth, sixth string wide receiver in Olamide Zaccheaus. I only know his name because he caught passes from Jaden Daniels a couple years ago, and that's it. That's the only reason I know him. Other than that, I guess some pretty big hits on the defense, which you would think they would draft more defense.
Right. I mean, they got that safety in the draft. I mean,
that's about it. So we'll see. I guess I am a huge Bears hater, and I think they did bad, and that their secondary is going to burn. But who knows? They'll probably still be fine. They've got some decent corners up in there, but that safety room took a hit, and they might have reloaded with one guy, Dylan Tieneman, in the draft. That should be good. So, I don't know. For me, I think in total, with that signing of Kobe Bryant and bringing back a couple of those key players, signing Khalif Raymond as their kick returner, and probably a third or fourth option as a wide receiver too. He'll probably have the same kind of skill set he does on the Lions.
Right.
Everything he's done for us, he'll probably do for them. So he'll be a good wide receiver for a gadget kind of guy, and he'll be a rock star kick returner for who knows how much longer. He's 31, 32,
31.
so we'll see. I think my grade I'm going to give him, I think we'll go with a B, a solid B, just because of how much they lost on that defense. It was way too much to really give him anything higher, but I think they replaced what they needed besides the other safety there and their linebacker, and it was an all right middle ground kind of off season for them. So I'm gonna give them a B. I think it was a good off season, but they lost a lot of defense that they're gonna try and have to figure out this year. So, Colin, what do you think?
This time, I think I'm going to go in a little bit of a different direction. I think they knocked it out of the park. I think they brought in a lot of good depth on the offense. Yes, they did lose a lot of defense, but they got a lot of depth, which is what the Bears needed. So I'm going to go A-. I think they, as much as I hate the Bears, I think I'm going to go with an A-. I think they did lose a lot of defensive players. They got them back in the draft. I'm going to go with A- for the Chicago Bears.
Wow. I mean, hey, whatever. You can have that.
I'm going to take it.
That's going to be real controversial, I think. I don't know.
See.
I don't know how well the Bears did. Maybe it's just because I hate them so much. I don't know.
I hate the Bears
somewhat biased take, but
I think they knocked it out of the park.
we're gonna take a little break here and see what's going on with this laptop. Just making sure it's
been off for a little bit, yeah.
So good to see you. We're still on.
There we go.
Thank goodness. It's been off, but the video has still been on. That's good.
I was wondering what was happening. I'm
Really
like,
glad
we're just
that's
going to keep
not
going.
Yeah. But hey, we're still here. We're still on. And we're going to round up the NFC North with, in my opinion, the worst NFC North team, the Minnesota Vikings. Ooh. Man, you ready to hear how horrible they did this year? What they brought in. Crickets.
Whole lot of nothing. They got another receiver.
That's it, fellas.
You know? Yeah. They got another receiver, which they didn't need, you know?
they got Jawan Jennings.
Yeah.
They got Jawan Jennings.
And Kyler Murray.
They got their most likely starter, Kyler Murray, who is going to compete for the worst quarterback room in all the NFL.
I agree.
As much as it hurts as a diehard Michigan fan, he's state, whatever. J.J. McCarthy was buns.
Horrible.
It was a terrible year for him. I hope he can come back because he showed a whole lot of promise in college. He won a national championship, dang it. I mean, he's going to hate because he is a Michigan State fan, all right? But I'm still holding out hope for him. I think if he wins the battle this season, he won't.
He won't.
He might get a chance this season and outplay. After being benched, we'll see how it goes. We'll see, because most likely that job is going to be Kyler's. Now, don't get me wrong. Kyler is also awful. Awful. He was great like 5 years ago for one season. How about that Hail Murray?
Yeah.
Remember that?
I mean, yeah.
They're still talking about
D-Hop,
that.
The one to D-Hop?
Yep.
That one.
They're still talking about
that
it.
That was a good throw that one time.
And since then, he's been nothing. He has been given weapons, and he's had a great run game for quite some time. So, I mean, there's not a whole lot of excuses over there. The offensive line's been bad. He is a running back, and he's also shorter than I am.
I'm catching up to him. He's what, 5'10"?
Yeah.
5'10"?
5'10", something like that.
Almost there.
The dude is just he wasn't meant for the NFL. He was a amazing college quarterback. but that height just kills you in the NFL. You gotta have all the right statistics and all the right measurables. But as far as what they brought in, they got nothing. I mean, they brought back Carson Wentz on a 1-year deal, who was also terrible. I mean, wow, what a three-headed dragon over here, and Carson Wentz, Kyler Murray, and J.J. McCarthy. Wow.
I'm just going to say something here. The only thing I do like that the Minnesota Vikings brought in was a punter, and he goes by Johnny Hecker. I think Johnny Hecker is a great punter, but I think that's really all they brought in. They brought in another receiver, which they don't need at all. What's the point of having a great wide receiver trio if your quarterback sucks? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
The Minnesota Vikings are terrible. They'll never be good, and
they'll never sniff a division title ever again.
We'll see. Yeah. It's bad, but that's a good point about the Johnny Hecker thing. I think they got a new star player over there.
They do. Yeah.
They're going to use him a whole lot.
Best player they brought in.
Say.
Yeah.
So, what they let go of. Forgot about that. They let go of Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. They're 1 and 2 defensive tackles.
Huge.
Both gone. Huge losses to the Bengals and the Packers. What the heck were they thinking?
Their front office is not the smartest. I don't know what's going on in Minnesota, but they need to change something.
And instead of, well, I guess they shouldn't have been able to afford, but it's a decent departure, Jalen Nailor. I think personally he's a very, very good prospect.
I love Jalen Nailor, my Michigan State guy. I think that was a huge loss. He would make some plays, and
it's not
I
a huge
think
loss.
It was a huge loss. It was a really big loss. I feel like as the 3 last year, he definitely made an impact, especially when Justin Jefferson wasn't making that much of an impact. He stepped up when they needed it most.
I think that's totally ridiculous. We're going to bring up our very first fact check here. And we're going to look up Jalen Nailor's stats from last year. Because I'm actually excited to see it.
He was also the 3. Put this in mind, he was the 3.
He was not great at all. He was very okay. Not to mention, his asking price was a 3-year, $35 million deal. No one's given him that besides the extremely, just absolutely nuts Raiders,
who had an amazing offseason, by the way. We'll get to that.
They did. We'll get there. That'll probably be next episode. I think we'll only get through the NFC today.
NFC, and then episode 2 will probably be AFC. Then we'll switch over to college football, and we'll go from there.
Yep. We'll figure it out. We'll give you some variety and all that. But we're gonna look up Jalen Nailor real quick and see what actually happened. Oh, man. How do you even spell his name? No one knows how to spell his name.
Put this in
mind.
mind.
He's a nobody.
He was the wide receiver 3, so you can't expect wide receiver 1 numbers out of a wide receiver 3.
Sure. Jalen Nailor, the Las Vegas Raiders. Last year, he had 29 catches and 444 yards and 4 touchdowns.
And put this in mind. Listen, before you say anything, that is double the amount of touchdowns as wide receiver 1 Justin Jefferson had last season. Boom!
Right.
Come on.
Right. Whatever. I don't think it's that big of a signing. I think they major upgraded at wide receiver 3 with Juwan Jennings there.
No, they definitely upgraded.
Yeah, they got him for less than a third of the price.
Listen, I'm not saying they didn't upgrade. I'm just saying don't disrespect Jalen Nailor.
I'm disrespecting Jalen Nailor. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. I guess we'll see. He is now officially the wide receiver 1 over there in Las Vegas.
Well deserved.
I mean, he's got Jack Beck to compete with.
I mean,
just want to throw that out there. I think he's one of my sleeper, really amazing wide receivers. But I have a thing for white guys that can catch. I don't know. It's just my thing. Jack Beck is another guy I'm so hyped about. I was hoping he'd make an impact last year. He didn't. But we'll see. This year as a wide receiver 2, he just might.
He might get a chance.
I hope he will. I think he'll be great. But, that's just me being biased, which you're going to hear a whole lot of. Now, Other than that, they lost? Jeez, a punter, tight end, something like that. But
I didn't lose that much. I mean,
those three were a lot. Okay, Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave were some very large losses, and in total, my goodness, this was terrible. I mean, they've got corner depth in James Pierre. It was all right this offseason for them. Oh, Rory the Lion, by the way.
Just thought I'd throw him out there.
Squirrel.
We got him in the background right here, sipping on some milk. You know.
Yep.
Not sponsored. We're not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Yet.
But if Fairlife would like to sponsor us, we'd be totally cool with that. We'll drink it every single episode. Fairlife, please
sponsor us.
I don't know. Have they sponsored anybody else?
I don't think so. I've never
Probably
seen
not.
any Fairlife sponsors.
We could be there first.
Hey,
Fairlife, hey, come on now. You know what to do.
come on.
Sign the contract.
Come on, sign the contract. Come on. All right, let's go to off-season grades. What do you think?
Honestly, this grade, I'm going to give it a whopping D-.
Whoa.
This was a terrible offseason. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe that's biased. Maybe that's just me. They brought in Jawan Jennings.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, I guess, a garbage can of a quarterback. And they lost two of their key defensive players and their wide receiver 3. Dude, it was not good. They have money.
They do.
What are they using it on? They could have had a great free agency, but honestly, I don't blame everybody else for not wanting to come to the Vikings because it's not looking so.
You know what I think we should add on? I think we should add on what we think their record prediction, their floor, and their ceiling and their floor.
See, that might be another episode. We'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there. That's. We could do a whole lot of talking with that.
It's true.
I'm just being honest. That could be a very long episode. The record predictions. I think that'll be a good idea. We'll go game by game.
Yeah.
For another episode at some point. But we'll get through the off season first. We'll get through one of these episodes. We're gonna go through the whole college football, college basketball, the college experience right now. It's not looking so hot. It's looking a little rough. It's not like the college I once knew. But that'll be some sneak peeks for
We'll
later.
go on that later. Yeah.
We'll get there. Well, for now, yeah, dude. D-. Terrible offseason for the Minnesota Vikings. They didn't draft any better. Usually I would give them a little bit of slack for drafting well after they had a terrible offseason.
If they had a good draft, I'd cut them some slack, but they didn't.
Nothing. I'm cutting them no
Right.
slack. Whopping D- for the Minnesota Vikings.
I like that. I like the D-. They didn't bring in much. I mean, they brought in a new quarterback who will be competing for the starting job with J.J. McCarthy. Wow, what a quarterback battle, right? That's going to be very, very underwhelming. You know, Carson Beck might even sneak up in there. We'll see. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Carson Beck's a Cardinal, dude.
Really? Yeah. Wait. Hold up. All right, never mind. We'll go after that later.
Sorry.
Never mind.
I'm sorry about this. Yeah.
Never mind. We'll go after that later. I think they didn't draft well at all. If, like Jake said, if they had a better draft, I'd cut them a little slack. They didn't. They didn't bring in. I would say they failed the draft. They did horrible on draft. I don't think I'm gonna give them a D. I think
A little less harsh than me, but
it's D- is like horrible. Like that's got to be like
it's pretty
horrible.
bad.
It's not
It's
good.
pretty bad.
It's bad, but it's not like horrible.
wow. So
Yeah. So D for me. Nope, not for me. But
the noisy
D.
dog agrees that it's a D. It's an overwhelming bad grade. But yeah, honestly, that'll wrap it up for the NFC North. I think next up we're gonna probably go with.
East,
What do you want to
maybe?
say? East?
East. I think we go East.
The NFC East. Yikes.
Good off. I feel like they had good off seasons in
Good
the
off
East.
seasons.
Yeah.
Who are we gonna start with?
Should we go like champ down, or should we go like worst to best? Do you think?
Worst to best. I mean, we did best to worst for the last one, so.
Oh yeah, we did. All right. So Philly. You start with Philly.
All right. Let's start with the Philadelphia Eagles. who, I mean, they had a good offseason. All right. Here comes the just completely biased take here. But Tariq Woolen was supposed to be a Detroit Lion.
Oh, man.
I am so mad that we don't have him. And for $12 million,
What
for
a
a
steal.
1 year, $12 million deal, I'd have given that out of my pocket, man.
I think the NFL needs to look into that because when I saw that deal come through, I didn't believe it. $12 million for quality young corner. It's ridiculous.
It blows my mind.
How did they do it? How did they do it?
I've wanted us to trade for him for years, but that didn't happen, and I guess. Very sad about that signing, but for the Eagles, slam dunk. This dude's looking at an ESPN.
I'm sorry, you gotta stay
Oh my
updated.
goodness.
Gotta stay updated.
Can't even believe it. Nothing happened. They're just ESPN talking about LeBron James. Big shocker. We'll get to that.
Yeah, that'll be way down the line.
Whatever. But other than that, that was the only good signing they got so far.
Oh, Michael Jordan, you forgot about that one.
Yes, Michael Jordan's back and he's playing football now, ladies and
Wow,
gentlemen.
he's
a
back.
guard.
Michael Jordan's a guard now. He put on some weight, I guess.
He put on some weight. He's a backup guard for the Philadelphia Eagles now.
Might even be like a third string. He signed
Yeah,
really cheap.
man.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Michael Jordan is back and he's
Michael
playing NFL.
Jordan. Wow.
What a signing.
So, listen, other than that, not a whole lot of huge signings here.
Marquise Brown. That's a good quality signing. It's a good quality signing.
He was
Marquise Brown.
extremely mid for the Chiefs last year.
Was he injured? Was he
No,
not injured?
He just sucked. Not a good signing.
I
Not
think
great.
it was a good signing.
But their highest paid signing, which is still pretty funny to me, is Braden Mann, their punter. Got $14 million this offseason.
Higher
which
than Tariq Woolen. Wow.
I didn't even think that was possible. I guess I forgot he was a person. No offense, Brandon Mann. I'm sure you're a rock star punter, but you probably don't have much tape because the Eagles are so good all the time, which just takes me off.
They brought in Damian Pierce. Haven't heard his name in a while.
Oh my gosh, Damian Pierce was a Chief last year.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. But
Yeah.
honestly, I see one big signing here in Tariq Woolen. They re-signed their punter, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward. It's not great. Tons of depth, man. They have signed so many people. AJ Epinesa from the Bills. I think that's a pretty decent signing, seeing as they lost their current starting edge. Both their starting edges, I think. So one of them's got to compete for the job, and I think AJ Epinesa has a really good chance of starting. And they got him for $1.4 million. I mean, that's like...
It's a steal.
That's nothing for the NFL. So let's go to their departures. We've got some pretty key players in there, in my opinion. Jalen Phillips.
That was
He got
huge.
a huge deal on the Panthers, and I think he's going to make a huge impact. Nakobe Dean, they
Now I
lost
got-
him.
Nakobe Dean is a great signing for the Raiders. He was a very good quality
Absolutely.
safety for the Eagles.
He was one of their highest graded defensive players for like years there, and I mean, it shocked me. I didn't even know who he was. I only knew him because of my Madden franchise. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. But once you start watching the dude, my goodness.
I knew him because I pulled a graded rookie card from him.
There you go. But Nakobe Dean, huge loss there. I mean, he was their starter.
He
would say.
was.
One of
Oh
their
yeah,
starters.
no, for sure.
Outside that, I think they have plenty to replace him. They drafted that one guy in the end of the first round last year.
Right.
I forget his name, but he's going to be perfect replacement. He'll be just fine.
Yeah.
But I'd say that the departures are still there. I mean, they lost a lot.
The Eagles lost a lot.
They lost Azeez Al-Jilari, who is also another option at edge there that they could have had, and he's gone. He signed a $1.4 million deal somewhere else, which kind of, it's a little odd to me. I don't know. I feel like they could have kept him for that, but maybe he just wanted to be somewhere else. I think that's a loss. Even Joshua Uche, they could have had him. I mean, they lost a ton of depth there at edge, which is pretty unfortunate.
Did you go over Reed Blankenship?
The biggest loss, in my opinion, one of the coldest white boys in all the NFL. The exciting whites are officially not the Eagles anymore. Reed Blankenship is a Houston Texan.
Yes, he is.
It saddens me to say that.
I mean,
my goodness, he's so good. I love him.
Reed Blankenship, huge loss. Both safeties, both starting safeties, you'll lose them both. This is almost like the Bears situation where it's like, where do you go from here?
Yeah, where do they go? I don't think they addressed much in the draft as far as that position went. So I don't know. I don't know where they go from here.
The rest of their defense is stacked. They'll be
figure it
fine.
out.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
They'll
Think
figure
about
it out.
corners there. They'll figure it
That
out.
GM,
Yeah.
I mean, like, he always figures it out.
He
It's
fleeces
so dumb.
everyone. It's not.
I hate it. I hate Howie Mandel, right? That's his name?
Yeah. Wait.
No.
No, wait. Howie Mandel. That's like
No, that's some other dude.
Isn't that like
I'm
the
just
bald
talking
guy?
out of my butt. Yeah. But, Howie... Is his name Howie? I don't know.
No, it's Howie, but it's not Howie Mandel.
Howie
That's
Roseman?
like how I think so. It's a completely different person. It's not Howie Mandel. It's Howie though.
I think I'm going to Google this just so I don't look as stupid as I thought. But we're going to look up the Eagles GM really quick.
Howie Roseman.
Howie Roseman.
It is Howie
okay,
Roseman.
so I was almost right. I said Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel is a completely different person.
My bad, guys. But Howie Roseman, he just figures out how to fleece everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he does it. Every single year he makes some huge signing, some huge trade. It blows my mind. He does it every year.
How do they
He's
keep
probably
letting
going
him
to do it
this?
again. Let's be honest. He got a first out of A.J. Brown.
Like, he wanted to get out so bad in the Patriots.
They'd be lucky to get a second out of him, was
Right.
what I was thinking. I thought it was going to be a third-round pick and just that would be good from there. Dude, whatever, I guess, man. A.J. Brown's gone. So, I mean, as far as their offseason goes, outside of Tariq Woolen and some depth pieces, they got Johnny Munt, the backup tight end out of Jacksonville, which is going to be a good depth piece for them. They didn't have a two at the moment. And what's his name? He's getting up there. Their current starter.
For what?
Dallas Goedert.
Oh, Goddard, yeah.
He's getting up there, and he's been declining a little bit. He hasn't been
He's
that
30?
top
He's
tier
not
guy.
that old, right? 30, 31?
He's only like 29 or something like that.
Really?
I don't think he's old. But he's been declining, and he hasn't been playing to that top tier standard that they need. So they're trying to get something different in there. I don't think Johnny Munt's the answer by any means, but I think it's a good depth piece. Other than that, signing AJ Epinesa was really good. So I'd say those are the only things that really mattered. Versus their signings, they lost a whole lot more than they brought in. I don't know. I'm going to give them... Man, I might just be really high on this Tariq Woolen, but I think I'm going to give them a B-. They lost a lot, but bringing in Tariq Woolen is going to single-handedly elevate that defense more than it has been in a while, which is crazy to think about because it's always good. Yeah, B-.
I really do like the Tariq Woolen signing. I think that was huge. But, I mean, besides the Tariq Woolen signing, I mean, they didn't bring in much. I mean, they signed some depth players. I mean, I'm going to be a little more harsh. I'm going to go C. I still think they had a good... It was still good. But I just don't think they... You know what I'm trying to say? I don't think they addressed everything.
They didn't knock it out of the park.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And they lost a lot, which is why I think I'm going to go C. But Tariq Woolen, beautiful signing.
I can see
C.
that. All right. I don't hate that. That's a good Eagles thing.
I like that one.
Oh, dude.
You want to do that one next? Let's do it. This one's exciting. The New
York
York
Giants, baby! Oh my goodness. Give me some. My goodness. Speaking of, the new exciting Whites team is the New York Giants. I'm so excited about the New York Giants. I think they had a phenomenal offseason, and sky's the limit, dude.
They took so many notable players. Like,
You know what? I'm going to be totally honest, and I'm going to throw it out here right now. I think the New York Giants will win their division this year.
Whoa, that's a hot take. I could see it too, but I don't see them finishing fourth or third. I see them finishing either second or first. I have them going second, but I feel like they improved a lot.
Well, let me tell you why. All right? This is why my takes are so hot, because I wish I could show you this. This
Whoa!
list is so long.
It's the longest list, probably times 2, that we've seen.
Yes. So to kick it off, they brought in a rock star tight end in Isaiah Likely.
From the Baltimore Ravens.
From the Ravens. He did better than their starter this last year.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even the year before. I mean...
That's a stretch. But this year, for sure, he outperformed Mark Andrews.
I think
in
it's
Baltimore.
a fantastic signing. He's going to be the tight end 1 over there, and he's going to rock it. He's going to be another great target for Jackson Dart, one of my favorite quarterbacks.
I agree 100%. I think that was...
They brought in him, and he's making top 5 now as far as tight ends go. Mm-hmm. So it was a hefty deal, but I think it was worth every penny. I slam dunk there. They brought back Jermaine Illuminor, and I guess that's all right. They overpaid for him, in my opinion, but he's going to start. Right. He's going to be a starting tackle, and he's been okay for him these past few years. He is still young. We're going to see where it takes him. We'll see where this new deal goes. Another one of my really exciting ones is Tremaine Edmonds. All right, he was a superstar on that Bears defense. One of the things that really brought him to the next level. They got him on a 3-year, $36 million deal, which was...
I like that a lot.
Really good.
That was really good.
Really
signing.
good for him. They got DJ Reader, who was...
taken from Detroit this year.
In my opinion, old and washed up. He didn't do nothing for us last year, but...
Didn't hurt Detroit.
We'll see. He didn't hurt us.
He has Tyreek and Aleem now, so didn't hurt us much. But
we're gonna be fine.
You know.
But he started most of last year, and he didn't do very good for us.
How many years was the deal? It was a 2-year.
2-year.
12-5. That's not bad. That's not horrible.
It's okay. I mean,
for a depth player, you know. I mean,
he's gonna start. He's gonna replace Sexy Dexy, who went to the Bengals this year.
Traded to the Bengals.
That was a pretty big loss, but they got a first-round pick out of him, and
I don't like the first-round pick they used. I will say
that.
I don't like it.
Let's go based on the deal itself.
Okay.
They missed out on a whole lot of cap room. Okay, Sexy Dexy was costing them a lot, and he got a sack. 1 sack for him last year.
Half a sack. He had half a sack last year. He did not have a full sack. You can fact check that right now.
So, I believe you. I think he is still a huge presence on the defensive line. I think anytime he's on the field, he's gonna at least scare the quarterback. He gets pressures like no business.
Let me tell you why I think the Bengals keep up at first. Although Sexy Dexy only had half a sack last year, he was getting double teamed basically the entire year. He had one of the most pressures. I think he was like 10th most pressures in the entire.
Something like that.
He was really good, even though his sacks didn't add up to what the Giants hoped he would last year. Mm-hmm. They still made an impact, and the Bengals saw that, and they went, "That's a guy that we need."
Now here's a guy. No, it was a good deal. I think both teams won out on it. The Giants definitely lucked out there with not having to deal with that huge cap hit on Sexy Dexy, and the person they drafted with that pick was, in my opinion, a terrible pick. But the deal itself was great, and I think both teams won it. It definitely was not great in the long run for the Giants, but whatever. I think it was a decent deal. I think it was a win-win.
The original deal was a fleece by the Giants, but after the Giants made the pick, it's a pretty fair deal.
Yeah, I would say so.
They had Caleb Downs. They could have had Caleb Downs.
They could have had anything, man. They could have gotten another wide receiver. They could have gotten.
Here's the worst part. Not only did they miss out on Caleb Downs, they let him go. The next pick, to their division rival, the Dallas Cowboys, which I don't like the Cowboys, but that was a great pick for Dallas. It's
I
unfortunate.
hate it. I hate it so much. I'm so mad. But let's just keep going on this list
Right.
because my goodness, it is so long. They ended up getting Greg Newsome, the starting
Greg Newsome
corner
that's
over
right.
there in Jacksonville.
That's a big signing.
They landed Patrick Ricard, who is
Fullback.
one of the best, one of the only
Actually,
fullbacks in the entire NFL.
He's second best fullback right behind Kyle Juszczyk.
Yeah.
There's not many
For
notable fullbacks, but
There's
he's one of them,
Nobody out there.
One of the
But
few.
He's up there. He's great. He's going to be a good piece for him. They brought back Micah McFadden, which is going to be a lot bigger than I think people would like to admit. He was a great starter for him last year. Their defense was not bad.
It wasn't.
They ended up grabbing
So many wide receivers.
Oh my gosh.
So many wide receivers. Oh, man.
So many. I think their best wide receiver they got is probably Darnell Mooney.
I agree, along with the 3 receivers they got, including Darnell Mooney, Calvin Austin, and Juju Smith-Schuster. They also added back Giants legend Odell Beckham Jr. on the roster.
Ooh.
They lost Wendell Robinson, and they replaced him all right. They got so many okay receivers.
They double, triple, quadruple, quintuple dipped in wide receiver.
Let's just say injuries will not be a problem for the receiving core of the New York Giants next year.
Well, they got a bunch of old injury-prone.
Right,
wide
but I'm
receivers.
saying if one of them gets down, they have depth to replace him. They've got a lot of depth. Whatever you
that
said, they
is
have a lot of
very
depth.
easily injured. But listen, I'm excited about the. Wow, I can't even think.
Darnell Mooney.
I'm excited about the signings.
All of
The,
them. They're all just
I don't know, like, dude,
great.
Odell Beckham.
Great off season.
To me, he's not going to make much of an impact at all.
No.
But it is much more exciting when a team goes back to his first team to end out his career.
Love it. It's just
That just, especially the fact that he could get quite a few starting reps. I mean, he could be the wide receiver 3. I think he could. I guess we'll see. But I'm excited to see him back on the Giants, and it should be a fun little reunion so he can retire a Giant just right where he started.
I think that's what it's about. I don't think it's about him being a key player. It's just about the locker room vibes. He's a vet and he knows
It's going to be good.
It'll be more of a mentor there more than an actual player. He'll be. Sure. So
I think so. One of
young guys like Malik Neighbors, he can definitely give.
If he starts.
He'll be back. I think he will be back.
We will see. He's still dealing with that
Horrible ACL tear.
ACL injury.
Yeah.
Those are rough. Those are brutal.
Yeah.
can say
This
for
guy
a
would
fact.
know. Yeah.
I'm currently. It's been 3 weeks since my ACL surgery, so I can in fact testify that it sucks. It's pretty bad. I can see why it's a season-ending injury for these NFL players. My goodness, I hate it. But man, that list for the New York Giants, what they brought
It's
in,
long.
they brought in
a lot.
a lot, and I'm excited for them. They are going to be one of the more exciting teams in the NFL this year, and I'm so excited to see what they do. That's such a good list.
Such a long list too. It's
A
the longest
long
list by
of
far.
what they brought in.
Yeah, they got
What they lost.
not as long, but a bunch of key guys
Not
they
much.
did. I mean,
Wandale Robinson
Okay.
is going to be huge.
huge. That Wandale Robinson.
That is very unfortunate. I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal just because he wanted so much money. And he's a wide receiver too,
Right.
you know? It's hard to pay that much for a wide receiver too. And I don't know. We'll see how he does in Tennessee. I think he's going to be a fantastic one over there. He's going to make a huge impact.
Finally got Cam Ward some help.
Yeah.
Very well needed.
They nailed it for Cam Ward
They
this
did.
year.
It was.
I
think he'll perform. I think he will perform.
Yes. More bias.
We'll get to that later also. Yeah.
Cordell Flott was a pretty big one. He was one of their starting corners, and it should be a decent loss.
Right.
Daniel Bellinger, their starting tight end. I would say it's a huge loss, but He's making $24 million over there in Tennessee.
It's just ridiculous for a 3-year deal.
They replaced him with somebody miles better. So I'm excited for that. Daniel Bellinger is going to have a new, maybe career over there in Tennessee.
I don't know.
He's getting paid starter money, which is crazy to think about. He was
lot.
Incredibly underrated last year, in my opinion. But, hey,
we'll see.
Whatever.
Yeah,
good for
we'll
him.
see.
I'm excited for him. He's one of those random names, those random tight ends
Yeah.
you always love to hear. Other than that, they didn't lose anything else, really. Whole lot of depth.
A lot of randoms. No one else really
Lots of
notable
randoms.
that they lost. I mean,
But, oh, my goodness.
a lot of guys that they lost to the Titans on this list. They did lose a lot of players.
All
to
their
Tennessee.
their only key losses for me all went to the Titans, which is pretty funny.
That's actually really funny. Yeah,
Wandale, Cordell Flott, and Daniel Bellinger.
all went to Tennessee. So props for them for.
My goodness. To me, this offseason
Great.
for
Yeah.
the Giants is amazing. I think we're talking strictly free agency today. I'm going to give it my first A+.
Wow. A plus. That is crazy.
It's a hefty score, but look at this list, dude.
It's a big
Look
list.
at this list.
It's a big list.
They have at least a dozen starters on this list.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
And they got them for really good deals. So, A+, I think they just nailed it. They knocked it out of the park with
They
this
did.
one.
I'm gonna agree with Jake here. I think they had an amazing offseason. They brought in so many key players. They didn't lose that much. Wandale, obviously a big hit. Daniel Bellinger, but they replaced him, and the Giants had a great offseason. I am just gonna go an A flat. I think they nailed it. They also knocked this one out of the park. They did phenomenal. A for the New York Giants.
I like it. It's a good rating. And I think, me personally, I'm not going to give out many A+. This might be the only one besides the Raiders. And We'll get to that in another episode.
We'll get to that. Raiders for sure are up there.
Man, I just keep looking at this list.
It's the
exciting.
biggest list. It's definitely next.
It
What
is
Washington
awesome.
next or
Yeah,
Dallas?
I'd say
let's go Washington next.
Let's go Washington because I hate Dallas.
Yeah,
Whatever.
screw Dallas. Another pretty big list.
They did a lot. They did a lot of
Not
mediocre.
Yeah, not notable,
moves.
but they definitely.
Odafe Owe.
Okay,
I
that's a
think
big one. I think that's huge.
I don't know how huge it's going to be. That Chargers defense last year was hot, steamy garbage.
Okay.
It was bad. And they have this so-called rock star edge in Odafe Owe who has been all right. I think maybe he'll get a little rebirth over there in Washington, but I don't think it was that big. I don't think it was that impactful. But they signed him to a lot of money, so clearly they see something that I don't. And
Can I say something?
I think it's a good one.
I was gonna say something real quick. I'm going to have to disagree with Jake here on this one.
He loves to
I
disagree.
think Odafe Owa is sorry if I mispronounced his name. He's got a very weird name.
I think it's Odafe.
Something like that. Yes, the Chargers defense as a whole was not impressive, but I do think him as an individual was very good last year, and I think he will be an impact to that Washington defense. I personally like it, but sorry, you can continue. I just thought I'd say something there.
I know. I can see why people would like it. I think he got a hefty amount of money, and usually that's not the telltale sign that they're going to be good. But I do think there's a reason they believe in him, and I think there's some good hope for him. I think he is a very good signing, not a great one. It was just there wasn't a whole lot of edges out there this year to sign, and I think that's why he got a lot of money.
I think that's fair, yeah.
But he's going to be a good signing regardless. I'm excited about it. Anyone getting a fresh start for a starting job somewhere is always exciting.
For sure.
They ended up grabbing Chiego Konkwu from the Titans.
Who cares? Actually, who cares?
Sweet. I think the best signing on this very long
I know what you're going to say.
Washington Commanders list is Leo Chenal.
I'm going to agree with you. That is a amazing signing for the Commanders.
I personally, this is another one. I was really hoping we'd grab him, the Detroit Lions. I was hoping we would replace him after we let go of Alex so quick. But seeing the fact that he got $8.2 million a year, and it would be, he's going to be a starter over there. Let's be honest. He's going to be the number one guy wherever he goes.
Oh yeah.
And he wouldn't have been the number one guy in Detroit. So I think that's a big reason why he didn't want to, and probably a good reason why we didn't sign him is because I don't think a starter/depth guy is going to be $8 million a year worth.
Right.
So a great signing for the Commanders, but sad we didn't get him.
Right.
It's all right. We're good. Other than that, they brought in Amik Robertson, who was really good for the Detroit Lions 2 years ago. Last year,
Amik's year when Amik, the year we went 50-2, the 24 season, right? That was the year 24.
He did really good.
He did have a great. He was the
One of
Justin
the
Jefferson
only-
stopper.
yeah.
Actually,
One
He
of the
was
only guys to lock him up. Which
Justin
is
Jefferson's
exciting.
kryptonite. Back when he had more than 2 touchdowns a season.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Yep.
was. But besides that, last year he really underperformed.
extremely.
Not too mad about him going. I mean, it's
No,
sad to see him go, but at the
it's
same
fine.
time.
I'm glad we don't have the burden to start him anymore.
Right.
Because when we brought him in, he was like that super cool guy, that locker room guy that was excited about being there, making everyone else excited. But last year, he was like, I think I saw a statistic. He was in the low 50s of like the 50th best corner according to PFF.
I agree with that.
He
I mean,
was worse than some backups.
Yeah.
Okay. So, not a big loss for us. And in my opinion, my goodness, that is 7.5 million reasons that it was a bad signing.
7.5 million reasons.
Holy
Is that how
cow.
much he's getting in the season?
He's
Oh,
getting
man.
$7.5 million a year over there to be less than mediocre. I mean, maybe they can squeeze some good out of him over there in Washington, but it's not looking good.
Yeah.
I don't think that was a good signing at all.
We're only going to go for a few more off this list because it is, again, very long.
Nick Cross and Clavon Chasion. Forgive
Very
me.
much.
No idea how
Yeah.
to say his name.
I love Nick Cross. I
The
think
edge.
he's a great. He's young. He's very young.
That's going to be
I
really
like
good.
that.
That one's exciting. Sorry, my list went away.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, Nick Cross is a great signing. They are lacking on that defense over there. It is bad. They got a lot of problems over there in Washington, and
Injuries.
I don't
are
know
one
if
of
they
them,
solved it
so.
very well.
Well, I mean, injuries are one, and they did bring in a lot of depth, so I respect them for that.
Yeah, I can see that. They brought in 2 possible starters on the edge rushing side, and Clavon Chasion. No idea. Don't hold me to that. No idea how to say his name. And Charles Amenahu from Kansas City. So those guys are going to compete for a job probably. Other than that, this is a very, very all right list. They brought in some backup wide receivers. A Lions tight end, Anthony Fursker. I forgot he was a person.
Oh, that's right.
He's like our 4th string tight end, so whatever. Enjoy,
Yeah,
I guess.
They brought in Jerome Ford and Van Jefferson. Man, those are 2 players that play in the NFL.
Those are 2 of the players of all time.
Yeah,
right there.
that's true. They
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than that, it's they didn't bring a whole lot in. I really love the defensive additions that they had here. And Nick Cross, Leo Chenal, Odafe Owe, nailed it. Good job, Commanders. They'll be good next year. They'll be good. They're not going to win their division. I think they're going to get 3rd just because
Third, I could
the
see-
Eagles and Giants are going to beat them out.
I could see 4th for Washington. Even though I did think they got better, I still think the Cowboys will probably be 3rd.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, though. I don't see them coming in last.
Yeah. I guess we'll
It's a
see.
hard division. I
We'll
mean,
see.
that's a tough one to play in.
It's tough.
We'll see how that one goes. That one could go either way. I mean, who knows?
Now we're going to look at their key departures, including their starting center, Tyler Biadasz.
Man.
That's big. That's a hit. I mean, losing your starting center, especially when he is elite, like Tyler Biadasz. He's one of the best centers in the NFL, and he's gone. They could have had him for $10 million a year, and they decided not to. So that's a huge loss. Chris Rodriguez, their backup running back, not a loss at all. That's fine. Everything else is just some other backups. But Tyler Biadasz is a shut up.
Josh Johnson.
Yes, Josh Johnson is on his 50th NFL team now.
50th, maybe like 51st.
Yeah, something like that.
He has been on the most teams in NFL history. That's actually a fact. Josh Johnson has been on the most teams out of any player
still kicking
ever.
And he got a $1.5 million deal over there.
Wow.
In Cincinnati.
He might be a long-term player over there. Who knows?
I guess so. Who knows, man? But yeah, Tyler Biadasz is a very huge loss. That's going to be unfortunate. I don't know how they're going to replace him. I don't think they drafted anything to replace him. So I guess we'll see. Maybe one of those guards they signed will
did draft
something.
They did draft a center as a state in the 4th round. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Good to know. Well, I mean, maybe they'll replace him. We'll see. But I think overall, they only lose one really good player out of this list, and they signed a whole lot more. So I'm gonna give him a A- just because.
Really?
I don't know.
Whoa. Okay.
Really?
Okay. No, that's fine. You
think too high or too low?
I think it's way too high. I was gonna go way lower.
Really?
Yeah.
They nailed it for their defense. Their defense was lacking last year, and they brought in a starting edge, starting linebacker, probably a starting corner and a Meek, but that's subject to be discussed. And they brought in 2 more edges to compete for the other side. They got a safety. I mean, they just overhauled that defense. So that's why I'm going to give it an A- because this is strictly on free agency. They only lost one guy.
It's true.
Let's be honest, and they brought in a whole lot more. So that's mine. A-. It's a high grade, but I think I think it's a good one. So
okay,
that's what you got to say.
I personally think, they did bring in a lot of players like New York did, but I just think the quality of players Washington brought in I don't know. It just kind of felt, I don't know, it felt like they were just signing players just to sign them. I mean, they're giving out big deals. Like, I mean, they don't have much cap room.
What is big?
They don't have.
I'll let you go.
They don't have much cap room, and they kind of went all out. And no, they didn't lose that much, but I just feel like, I think it's okay. I think overall, I'm just gonna go in the middle between a B- and a B. I think I'll go like in between there. Whatever you wanna say that. What were you gonna say? Let's hear it.
I mean, you said they're signing a bunch of big deals.
They are
I
signing.
don't see big deals in here. I see Odafe Owe, which is too big. But
I see quite a bit of deals actually. So anything over $7 million is kind of a lot, and they signed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players over $7 million, which is a lot. And to be honest, if they had a lot of cap room to spend, that wouldn't be crazy. They did not have that much cap room going into free agency, and I feel like they overspent.
All right, I see it. But they brought in so much. That's why I give it an A-. But hey, you know what?
Okay.
Y'all tell us. Y'all decide. I say that's,
you guys can decide that one.
Question of the day.
Right.
What would you give the Washington Commanders as a strictly free agency grade? Let us know. We'll see. But for now, we're gonna take another little break here and turn back on this laptop. We got to do that a whole lot.
Yeah,
terribly sorry about that.
Quite a bit.
It's all right though.
What if at the end of this we just
still
look
on.
and we see it wasn't recording?
That would suck. That would suck.
Mad.
Hopefully not. We're gonna
Please be recording. Okay.
Please be recording. Hopefully this goes to YouTube. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
But I mean, hey, that's quite the drastic difference in grades. So that's the first big controversy. Let us know. Question of the day is, what would you give the Washington Commanders for their free agency? Mine's an A-. His is a B to B-.
I'll just go. I'll say B, I guess.
A- and a B. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, your opinion's the only one that matters anyway.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah, screw us. We don't. Yeah.
Last one. Gross.
The Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys.
You know, I think.
Let's set the bias aside real quick.
Mhm.
What is this? What am I saying? What am I looking at here? Not much. I'm looking at one big signing.
Jalen Thompson.
That's it. Okay. That's it.
That's it.
That is it. And besides that, dude, we have all 1-year deals for every single one of them less than $5 million.
Dude, they got wheat.
Total.
I didn't even know they got wheat, dude.
Wow. Wow.
I remember hearing his name one time.
Slam dunk
Yeah,
signing.
no, horrible.
Tyrus Wheat
Horrible.
out of Detroit.
Yeah,
Somebody.
horrible.
I think he was like some JUCO kid from.
I did see him in one play in preseason one time, so that's something.
Yeah. They got him, so
They did,
I guess
so.
win or whatever. But in all fairness, Jalen Thompson, that's it.
That's a pretty big signing though, Jalen Thompson.
That's a huge signing. Their safety room is going to be
What is that?
ridiculous.
3
this
years,
year.
$11 million a season. That's not horrible. I don't think that's horrible.
It's a good
he's
signing.
a star for
Fantastic signing for them. But other than that,
That's
they
it.
did nothing else.
sure. They got a backup quarterback in Sam Howell. That's it.
They did, didn't they?
They did.
Oh my gosh, I remember Sam Howell. I was a firm believer in Sam Howell for about 3 games.
He has now been on 3 of the 4 teams in the NFC East, drafted to Washington. Man, he's been on.
It
He came from Philadelphia,
saddens
so.
me. This year he came from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
He was drafted to the Commanders.
Well, I just said that.
But man, very sad. I thought Sam Howell was going to be their next guy, but Jane Daniels took that.
He
and
did
ran.
show flashes. He
So.
showed flashes. Remember that quarterback battle to start the year? That was fun. Yeah.
I do.
That didn't last
It didn't
very
last
long.
long. No.
All right.
But let's go to who they lost. Dante Fowler Jr. And that's it.
Jalen Tolbert. He showed flashes. Tolbert did.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. He did show flashes. He was still a receiver. This guy's gonna hit on everything.
One of the receivers to ever play for the Cowboys.
All right.
Easily one of the
Let's
receivers.
not
ever.
disrespect Jalen Tolbert.
I'm disrespecting him. I don't think he's going to be
He
great.
was a quality receiver. I'm not saying he'll be great. You're acting like I'm saying this is a superstar. He's disrespecting him. Jalen Tolbert was not horrible last year. He was a receiver, and he did play.
He was their wide receiver 3 or something like that.
He was the
3
3.
or 4.
Nope.
But,
he was the 3. He performed. He did have a few good games. I think he had like 200-yard games. But besides that was it. Okay. For a receiver 3, that is good. That is good. Okay.
All right.
Whatever.
Let's get to what actually happened.
Yeah.
They lost Dante Fowler Jr., which is the only remotely starter that they lost. So
It's not even that bad of a loss. I won't even lie.
it's not a loss at all, considering what they brought in, unfortunately, in the draft and in a trade with the Packers. So, ugh, gross. I mean, dude, like, you can't even hate on this. They didn't spend barely any money, and they got 1 upgrade at their position.
I really don't know. I would just give it the middle because they didn't bring in really anyone specific.
I got
They
a
didn't
C+.
lose anyone. Is it C plus? Let's just do this really fast. Let's go rapid fire. I agree. I'm also gonna give it a C plus. I think it was okay. I don't think there was
alright.
anything specific. I don't think
It was very much
because
alright.
if we're counting draft, I would give this a B minus because Caleb Downs I feel like was a slam dunk pick.
If we're going draft,
But-
I'm going to give it a B plus, A minus.
Whoa, okay, that's crazy.
But we'll get to that later.
We'll argue
I
about
don't know,
that
free
later.
agency.
Yeah. It's a
I
little
guess
different.
it wasn't
yeah.
bad. Like C plus.
It wasn't good
for me.
either. They didn't change much. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that was quick and easy.
C plus.
Dallas Cowboys.
this is what the first one we both agree on, 100%.
Yeah,
C
I'd
plus.
say
Yeah,
so.
C plus.
That's about it.
It's fine.
So,
I'm good with that. C plus. All right, that is the NFC East.
NFC East.
So what?
What are we
West-
doing next? You
West
wanna do
now?
the West?
Oh, let's go NFC West. This
The
is
NFC
gonna be,
West is gonna be, it's pretty big.
We want to start or end
Whole
with
lot
the best
happened.
one. We want to start or end with the best team in that division.
Let's start with it. Get your stupid bias out of the way. We're gonna start with the Los Angeles
The
Rams.
Los Angeles Rams.
So their free agency wasn't very exciting. They brought in huge deal with Jalen Watson here. He's going to be their corner 2 over there.
Yeah, I mean,
number 2 guy.
They're pairing him back with Trent McDuffie, which was we'll get to the trades in a minute.
Big signing. I think that was really good. Another guy I was hoping that would come to the Lions. I hoped we'd sign some corner, some starter out there, but we didn't. And, well, we did. We did Roger McCreary. But
that was that.
You know what? I'm okay with it. And Jalen Watson to the Rams is going to be huge.
That's huge, yep.
Good for them.
Besides that, that's it.
That's the only signing. They brought back Grant Stewart, who is kind of like that special teams guy. Crazy on special teams.
Yeah. Besides that, nothing else.
Other than that, nothing. Who they lost? Nothing. They lost Roger McCreary.
To the Detroit Lions.
Come on. I'm excited about
huge.
that. Good signing for us.
That was a big signing.
Very good signing for us.
So they replaced him with Jalen Watson.
Yeah.
So.
Who is
definitely an upgrade.
Definitely
but,
better. But
right, that was still a loss. That was still a loss for the
still
Rams.
A loss. So
they lost one of the greatest receivers of all time. In Tutu Atwell, he's so good at everything. He's just amazing.
Guys, I'm so sorry about this.
He's so good. So good.
I can't even. I don't even understand where this
that was
is
a
coming
huge
from.
loss. They might get an F in free agency just for that loss. I don't know. I'm just kidding, but yeah, they did lose.
Oh,
they did.
Unbelievable. But so they lost pretty much nothing. They lost one starter, but he ended up signing a $1.4 million deal, which is ridiculous. Yeah. That's really good.
That's it. We got him out of the deal. Lions are one thing the Lions are really good at is negotiating. We are good.
We love ourselves some steals.
We are good at not overpaying for players. Like we've been really good at that in recent years. So.
So I mean,
knock on wood. Let's hope anything else. No, you say that and we give Gibbs like $100 million a year or something. I'm just kidding.
Well, he's getting 20. No way he's
okay,
not.
for sure. I'm. Let's just continue. Okay, so
this one should be quick. I don't think
we have not addressed the trades
yet. This was a big free agency.
We have not addressed the trades. We got it. Oh, we're still in free agency.
We're still in free agency. Okay. I know a lot's happened, but we'll get there another day. That's a whole lot.
Another day. We're not going to discuss. This is free agency. This happened in free agency. I would consider this trade as a free agency. We're going to address the elephant in the room. 2 major stars traded to Los Angeles, and all-pro cornerback Trent McDuffie and defensive player of the year Myles Garrett.
One of
Ladies
the
and
greatest
gentlemen.
defensive players of all time.
Yes.
Myles Garrett.
Really close to another Rams legend in Aaron Donald.
Please don't come back, Aaron Donald.
Please come back, Aaron Donald. Destroy the league.
Please don't come back.
Oh, man.
He
Please
can't
come back.
even. He can't.
Oh,
no.
Please come back, Aaron Donald.
That would be very, very bad.
Oh,
very bad.
The
for the rest of
NFL,
the league.
just give up. The NFL, just hand them the trophy.
Just skip this year.
Yeah,
if Aaron Donald comes back, skip it.
Actually, just hand them the ring. No games. No need.
Yeah, I don't know. This offseason, they signed one guy and they lost nothing. So, to me, I'm gonna give it a solid B-. Just because.
This is including trades, by the way. I don't think
this should include trades.
Okay. Well, then what would be your grade including trades? Because I'm gonna give
free agency. They got a B-. Trades, geez, they got an A+. Slam dunk. I hate it.
So it'd be your average, like your overall. What do you think?
I don't know. I'll give them a B.
A B. Okay.
Just because they had one good signer. We're talking about free agency today.
Free agency, I would give them a C+ because I don't think they brought in that much. I don't think they. I mean, they did bring in obviously Jalen Watson. They didn't lose much either, but I am going to say for trades, I'll also give that an A+. So their overall grade, I'm going to give a B as well. I think the Rams killed trades, but free agency didn't do much.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll give them a B overall. Rams will be scary next year. Very high Super Bowl contender. We'll see how that goes.
Current favorites, I think, on
they
everybody's
are actually
list.
by far.
By far.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes this
year.
year.
We'll see how it plays out. Every super team has a weakness. Hopefully, it's the Detroit Lions. We'll see.
We won't play them until playoffs though, because we have a pretty easy schedule this year. Thank goodness.
Big dark horse contender, but my goodness, I keep getting off track here. How about them Detroit Lions?
Yeah, let's go.
But yeah, I mean,
Okay, free agency.
All right, free agency.
Great trade.
Jalen Watson, fantastic signing.
Besides
Other than
that,
nothing happened.
Nothing else besides that.
So, well, next up, speaking of superstars,
the current defending Super Bowl champions, or 2026 Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks.
They somehow scraped up the money to bring back Rashid Shaheed, one of the best twos in the entire country, and probably the best kick returner.
I was about to say the best
NFL
kick returner in the NFL. It's close, but
they gave him $17 a year, which I don't know where they got the money from, where they're getting the money from.
That's nuts, yeah.
How they do it, I don't know. They did it though, and my guess is probably since they let go of Kenneth Walker, they had some money to spare.
That was a huge loss. We'll get to that in what they lost.
They brought back Josh Jobe. Huge signing there.
It's a big
since
signing.
They lost a few more players in their defense.
80 year was that?
80 year for Josh Jobe.
That's not bad. He was very good.
Other than that, they brought in Dante Fowler Jr., who could be in a starting edge.
Okay.
Their defense is getting old, and they need another guy in there. I think he's old too, so who knows? He'll compete for a job. Other than that, they didn't bring anything else in. Just their re-signing was pretty decent. Rashid Shaheed and Josh Jobe nailed it. Good job. What they lost is very big.
Huge.
Most of these names are big name starters.
I'd say 4 out of the 5 guys they lost are huge.
Boye Mafe, Kenneth Walker, the current Super Bowl MVP.
MVP Kenneth Walker. I told us out there.
And Kobe Bryant.
Wait, where did that Super Bowl MVP go to college?
Some terrible college.
I don't know. He went to
the worst college in Michigan.
The Super Bowl MVP, yeah.
The worst college in Michigan.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Michigan State, the Spartans.
Okay.
Now they also lost Kobe Bryant.
Huge. Again, not the NBA player.
Yeah.
The safety.
Yeah, the safety and Tariq Woolen. So lots of huge
and then
stuff.
What? Drake Young? Who cares?
Okay. Derek Young.
Young.
Who knows who that guy is?
I can't see. I'm blind. I can't see that well.
No idea.
It's fine.
No idea.
Who cares? No one.
But those 4 guys, they lost their core defense. I think that's
it was bad. They lost to so much.
Boye Mafe, Kobe Bryant, and Tariq Woolen are going to be huge, and their leader of that pretty good run game over there, Kenneth Walker.
Pretty good run game.
It's been pretty good. They haven't used him very much.
That's I know. They need to use him more. One thing I will add on is I don't think people understand how big the Boye Mafe signing was for the Cincinnati Bengals. That will be a huge loss. He was also a leader to that defense, and I feel like the Seahawks, one of their strengths last year was offense, but also defense was also a huge strength.
There's a reason
and one of the reasons why they made it to the Super Bowl when nobody saw it coming.
Overwhelmed every team.
Right.
Going into
Boye Mafe was one of the captains of that defense, and that is huge loss. Obviously, Super Bowl MVP, Kobe Bryant, Tariq Woolen, also huge losses. What you got?
They lost a lot. They didn't bring back much. Rashid Shaheed and Josh Jobe is huge. That's great. I'm going to give them a C-.
Okay.
To cap it off, just because of how much they lost. Now, I don't think most of it was their fault. They couldn't afford any of these dudes. No way they could have brought back Boye Mafe for $20 million a year. And Kenneth Walker, that was probably one of the hardest decisions that team has ever made, is letting him walk. And they had to. So, unfortunately, it's a C- just because they lost 4 big-time starters, 4 big reasons why they just won the Super Bowl this year. So, give them a C-. What you got?
All right. As much as I want to say this was not a good free agency, it was also hard because Seattle was struggling with cap this year. It's hard to make big moves when you don't have the cap to do it. So, yes, they did lose a lot of players. It's hard to give them a super low rating when they couldn't do much. They had to bring back Rashid Shaheed. That was a guarantee. I mean, you got to bring back Josh Jobe. I'm going to give them, I think I'm actually going to give them a C- as well. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think a C- is fair. Not much they could have done. Not a good free agency class at all.
No.
C-. But the pro is you guys are the Super Bowl champions. So, I mean, at least you have that. So
you got something to celebrate for, what is it, 72 more days. Y'all can celebrate because
you don't do good this year. Say you miss the playoffs, which is very unlikely. But just say it happens. You can be like, okay, well, we're a Super Bowl champion. So
exactly.
Who cares in the long run? You guys got your ring, okay? Good
Seattle,
for you guys.
my C-, don't let it hurt you.
Right.
Y'all are on top of the
Y'all
world.
can celebrate with your championships.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats to the Seattle Seahawks. Happy wasn't the Chiefs this year.
Thank the Lord it wasn't the Chiefs and the Eagles. Am I right?
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
I am sick of it. I am sick of it.
Ooh, they definitely helped us from that reign of terror there.
Right.
So, and,
you doing San Fran next?
The San Francisco 49ers.
I personally really liked the San Francisco's, what they brought in. I think they brought in a lot.
I didn't. They brought in a couple pieces. They brought in a couple pieces, and they lost a couple pieces. I think it was a very middle of the line kind of thing.
I think
brought in Mike Evans.
Huge.
3-year deal. Very huge signing. We will see how he does. That injury last year against the Lions was brutal. It was brutal.
It was bad.
He looked awful when he came back from the injury. We will see if he's still the same Hall of Famer Mike Evans that we've seen for the last decade.
And he didn't miss out on his 1,000-yard season.
1,000-yard. He tied
How long was that streak?
Jerry
Was it
Rice,
like 13 or something?
13
really
straight
long.
years of 1,000 yards.
Unfortunately, Mike Evans.
He could not end up beating Jerry Rice.
So sad. He would have done it if it wasn't for his injury, too.
For sure.
He was on pace with Baker. Early
he
Baker
was. Yeah. Was it Baker?
Baker, yeah.
So big signing if he can be back up to standard. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he's gonna be that same Mike Evans that we've seen for literally over a decade.
I agree.
Of being one of those dominant wide receivers. They brought back Dre Greenlaw, which is exciting. R.I.P. Remember that Super Bowl?
I do. And running out of the field, he was injured running out into the field.
Unbelievable,
it is.
dude. He was like one of the captains of that defense.
He's back.
He's back.
He's back.
He's back.
Welcome back, Dre Greenlaw. That's a nice little reunion.
Got him for $6 million. I mean, it's a good budget.
That's a steal.
Kind of signing. Other than that, they brought in Nate Hobbs to be one of those starting corners, hopefully. And other than that, I don't see anything else here. No big signings besides Mike Evans. Now, what they lost is a whole lot of depth.
Tell me about it. They lost
a lot of depth.
A lot of depth. You're right.
Juwan Jennings and Kendrick Bourne are actually a huge deal.
I don't know why. I forgot about Kendrick Bourne.
Kendrick Bourne.
Forgot he existed for a little bit.
He had like 3 straight games of 150 yards, which
I know.
was ridiculous.
He balled. I picked him up in free agency.
He was that wide receiver 1 for a little while.
Really?
And I think he could be. He could be a wide receiver 1 somewhere.
That's crazy. I don't think there's a single team he could. Okay, the Miami Dolphins, he could be the wide receiver 1 on there. Besides that, there's not a team he could be the wide receiver.
All right, he'd be a great 2 anywhere.
Okay, you said 1. You said 1.
But he could be a 1. So I think losing those 2 wide receivers is going to be very huge. We'll see if they replace it at all. They got Mike Evans, and then the draft, they just totally.
They got Ricky Pearsall.
They have him. I love Ricky Pearsall.
He's also a player in the NFL. I mean,
he was great. He was great.
Okay. He was
then he
fine.
got shot.
He was fine. I wasn't gonna say it. Yes, he got shot.
He's a dog, and he came back from it.
He came back from getting shot, so that's
pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool.
And he played better than he played before he got shot. So
I guess it's like
he also
50
wasn't...
Cent or something.
Something like that. Whatever. All right stuff. Just kind of mid. All around, I'd say, I don't know. I'm gonna give them the Rams treatment here. They signed 1 guy, 2 guys maybe.
I think
2-3 guys.
you missed Nate Hobbs. I think Christian Kirk's also a wide receiver they brought in. I think he will be depth. I like that. Keep scrolling down. Sorry. Can you get that?
I'm gonna pretend you didn't just say Christian Kirk is a good piece to add.
Oh, okay. He is.
That's ridiculous.
And that's it.
I'm gonna give him a C-. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. Mike Evans and Dre Greenlaw and Nate Hobbs kind of. It'll be good. It'll be good for them. Good signings. They lost 2 starting wide receivers, which is a pretty huge hit. C-. Nothing big. Nothing happened. What you got?
I don't agree. I don't. I think.
Oh no.
I think the 49ers had a pretty decent offseason. I think they brought in more people than
You keeping a
Jake
straight
wants
face
to.
while you're saying this?
I think Jake brought in. Not Jake. Sorry.
I wouldn't
You're
bring in
making
any of
that,
these
yeah.
guys
Okay,
personally.
okay.
This isn't
I
great.
think the 49ers brought in a bunch of depth, which is what they needed because of their injury history, which is not pretty. So I think I'm gonna give them a B-.
Whoa!
I like it. All right. I like it.
Whoa!
I don't think they lost too much. Honestly, Jawan Jennings and Kendrick Bourne were losses, but B-. This guy's crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't have any words for that.
B-.
Wow.
Do they or do they not need depth? Is that not what the San Francisco 49ers need?
Yes.
Yeah. What did they get? They got depth. I rest my case. B-. Very decent offseason for the San Francisco 49ers. Let's wrap it up with Arizona.
Wow. Okay. B-. Yeah, we're just gonna go to Arizona because I don't think
This guy has no idea what he's talking about. This guy.
That's ridiculous. Arizona has a very long list of complete mediocrity. What on earth are
What
they
is this?
doing over there in Arizona?
Their number one signing was Isaac.
Samalo,
yeah.
the guard out of Pittsburgh.
Wow, that's
He's a starter. He's a very solid guy.
that is also a player in the NFL. You know,
He's been good. But what on earth are they doing
they
over
give
there?
him $31 million, 10.5 million a season. Come on,
It's just
that's
funny.
ridiculous.
It's really funny.
Come on,
They are.
Cardinals are so stupid.
They're trying. To me, they're smarter than you think. I think they are trying so hard to get that number 1 pick. this
Okay,
year.
okay. I thought you were about to
Because-
say okay. Never
Oh
mind.
no, they're
Okay.
terrible. They're going. They're.
I think you're smarter than you think.
They're pulling a nice little Raiders up.
They're
in
doing
here.
a Raiders,
All right,
yeah.
They're doing a Raiders, and this class next year is loaded. All right.
So what everyone expects is if Arizona gets the number 1 pick, they will probably.
They're gonna get their quarterback of the
get
future.
Arch
because-
Manning from Texas is probably
Yeah.
the clear favorite right now.
And that's probably the best thing to talk about is next year.
That's
for these
probably
guys, 'cause
the only
holy
exciting
cow.
thing.
They got nothing.
That's it. I
What,
mean,
they got Kendrick Bourne,
wow.
Tyler Algier.
Okay, that's
Everybody-
not horrible, but
To
here's
me,
the
I
thing.
thought he was going to be the number 1 running back. Okay, he was a great 2 over there in Atlanta, but I thought he was going to be the 1.
And here's the thing. Why?
They didn't cut any of their other running backs.
No.
Okay, and they drafted Love at 3.
Do you want to know the Arizona Cardinals running back depth? I got this off the dome. They've got Jeremiah Love, Tyler Algier. They've got Trey Benson. They have James Conner. And what? They have another guy too. Oh, they re-signed
DeMarcado is back too.
yes, and they also re-signed Xavier Knight, or however you pronounce his
Donovan
name.
Knight.
Donovan Knight, former
I remember
Lion,
him.
you know. But yeah, they have so many running backs, and what are you gonna do with them?
They didn't cut one,
Horrible.
and they reached incredibly far and grabbed.
They got Devin Duvernay, you know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. Horrible.
this is terrible. Like, kudos to the Arizona Cardinals because
For
they
being
are
so
tanking
bad.
hard. They're
They
tanking
want that
hard.
number 1 pick. You
They
can
want
tell.
it so bad. They cut Kyler, so they're gonna save a whole lot of money in the next few years.
Who's their starting quarterback? Is it Carson Beck? Is it Jacoby Brissett? Who knows?
It's Carson Beck, ladies and gentlemen.
so gross. It's so
they're-
gross.
Let's just say next year for the Arizona Cardinals is
Right.
going to be huge.
Cardinals
I'm excited
fans, if
for
you're
them.
watching, you know, next year.
Hey, good
next
luck
year,
next year. I'm
yeah,
excited for
this
y'all.
year. Don't turn on the TV.
Don't even turn
Don't
on
even
a game.
bother watching.
You're going to lose
It's gonna
every
be
single
horrible.
one.
Yeah.
Every game.
Might actually go 0-17. Join the club. You know.
Tell you who else has done that. The Browns.
And that's
Anywho-
it. I don't think anyone else has done that.
Anywho, who they let go of. Eesh. They let go of Jalen Thompson.
Oh.
That's huge.
That was a big one. Guess who else they let
That's it.
Greg Dortch. I'm just kidding.
Greg Dortch is not.
I know. I'm kidding. All right.
So,
Emmanuel,
I don't know. This free
No,
agency.
DeMarcado. They let go of DeMarcado.
Oh, they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Who cares? Literally, who cares?
Honestly, this free agency is buns.
Horrible. It might be the worst one so far.
This is the worst.
And usually, when you have a bunch of players, you usually have a few good ones in there.
I don't see it.
I don't like any of them.
I don't see nothing that's gonna help them.
Here's the thing. I liked the Tyler Algier until they drafted.
Love.
They just wasted. How much is he getting paid? $6 million a season. That's not horrible, but still.
For a running back, that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you're still spending $6 million a season for what? 30% of the carries. What about James Conner and Trey
ridiculous.
Benson? What's gonna happen with
ridiculous.
them? Is James
Who
Conner the
knows?
4? Is Trey Benson the 4?
I hope James Conner at least gets traded or cut or something because
I think Conner's probably gonna get cut because he's an aging he's an aging running back with injury problems. Poor guy. If
but
you're
you know
running
what?
back on
his
the Cardinals,
his play doesn't show it.
I know he's just been really injured.
James Conner has been phenomenal when he's been on the field, and he's
When
only
he-
been injured a few times.
when he's on the field.
hmm
He's been injured. quite a
Last
bit.
year was very injury ridden.
Yeah. And when he was on Pittsburgh, he was super injury prone. That's kind of why they sent him to
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah, I guess. But you know what? Whatever. Arizona Cardinals, good luck next year. Dang.
Good luck.
This is awful. I'm gonna D-.
I was about to say the exact same thing. I'm gonna go with D-. I'm not gonna fail them because that's harsh, but
This is awful.
they did horrible.
This is awful.
This is the worst one we've gone on so far. The Cardinals got somehow worse over this offseason, which we didn't think was possible.
Not even. How is that possible?
I don't know.
That's possible.
And they still got Jeremiah Love. Like, all right, D-. There you go. Arizona Cardinals.
Ouch. That's bad.
Horrible.
Now that speaking of awful, horrible, let's go to the last
one, NFC South. Not too exciting over there.
I don't know. Let's start with Tampa. How about that?
Sure, let's do it.
Let's start with some Tampa Bay. Where are they at? Did I lose them?
Tampa Bay
Oh my gosh.
Bucks. It'd be. Wait, is it going? It's in
Oh my
alphabetical, so is it by?
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, okay.
We're good. Well, they nailed it, bringing in a whole lot of old heads.
They did.
They brought back Cade Otton.
They did. He was really good. His I think rookie
1 year he was
Yeah.
really good.
And then this year he was super underwhelming. I drafted him actually. He was my starting tight end, and
Same. It was bad. It was very
he
bad.
finished as what, the 5th tight end like 2 years ago, like in fantasy. He was really good.
Yeah,
like
he was ridiculous.
dude, he was really good.
He's not a great option at tight end. I don't think he should be the number one option at tight end.
He
but
got overpaid
he
too.
is.
$10 million a season, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they brought in Alex Anzalone.
That's a big signing. He's getting older, but
Who
he's a good.
knows? Who knows? He had the worst year of his career last year.
Was it really the worst of his career?
Okay, maybe not his career, but his
wasn't
career
that
was
good.
great in Detroit, and then it took a huge dip.
His
this
worst
last
year. Let's just say his worst year in Detroit.
Right. And it took a huge dip that last year, and it's probably because of age.
And injuries.
And injuries. We'll see. We'll see if he's good this year. I hope he has a really good ride there in Tampa. And I hope he has a good retirement party. But
I think he'll be there for. What is he on a 2-year deal? I think he'll
2-year
retire
deal?
after his
I
deal.
think he'll retire after that.
I think that's it. I think that's all he's got left. I mean, Kenneth Gainwell.
We'll see.
I mean,
Kenneth Gainwell.
I like it.
That's a good
I
signing.
like the Kenneth
It's a
Gainwell
very good
signing.
signing.
Yeah.
He'll be a fantastic backup to Bucky
He
Irving.
made an amazing catch against the Detroit Lions,
Jeez,
which
don't
we
even
got
remind me.
robbed in
Don't
that
remind
game.
me.
We should have beaten the Pittsburgh Steelers, but
Don't
Detroit
remind
versus refs, so that's how it
me.
did.
Detroit for everybody. But other than that, what? Nothing.
Alquin Muhammad.
All right. So Aiden Hutchinson
did
merchant.
good.
No,
Great,
he
but
was a Hutch merchant.
He had what, 7 sacks? Like 6 sacks?
No, he had 10. He had like 10 or
He had 10 sacks. Come on.
because he
Hutch
was
was double teamed.
because
Right.
he was wide open on a lot of those.
Right,
Okay.
but
just
still,
want
I mean,
to make the record known. And,
He's still a quality player. I mean, Alquin Muhammad was not bad. I mean,
Ooh, tell us about Jake Browning while I'm turning this thing back up.
Jake Browning, he's also a player in the NFL. Yeah. How much did they sign Jake Browning for?
Jeez. Any amount is too much.
Yeah. Anything over $1 million.
$2 is too much for Jake Browning. I'm gonna be totally honest. The dude is.
They gave him $2.50 in a lollipop, so that's what he got.
That's probably what he's worth.
That's it. Nobody else cares about anyone else really.
Yeah. Other than that, whatever.
Nothing.
So.
Super underwhelming.
Some decent old talent, but underwhelming. Who they let go of?
Mike Evans.
Evans
Jamal
and
Dean.
Jamal Dean.
Oh man. They let go of Jamal
That's gonna
Dean.
be bad.
I did not even know that.
Dude.
Wow.
Other than that,
Christian Izzian.
Christian Izzian he was a really great nickel for them. That kind of nickel safety spot. He was great. We'll see how he does for the Lions. I don't know if he'll be good or not.
I think he'll be good. I think he'll be all right.
I'm gonna hope he's gonna be good.
All right.
So he's got to fill in some spots there. But other than that, the losses. Logan Hall, I think he is way overpaid. I don't think he should be paid like a starter, but he is.
Is that $6 million a season?
$6 million a year.
Jeez.
He's getting starter money over there in Houston, and I don't think he should. He
Rashad
hasn't
White.
showed anything.
Oh no! They
Lost Rashad White.
They lost Michael Jordan. That's not good.
Yes, Michael Jordan.
I'm sorry.
Forgot about him.
I see a name on there that we should not say.
Not gonna say it.
Yeah, we're not even gonna. Oh, horrible.
Starts with a K, ends with an Indilville bar.
Stop.
It's a bad name for the Lions.
It's a bad word.
Talk about that.
We don't say that over here. Yeah, he's not.
I hate myself for saying it.
Yeah,
and
I hate you for saying it.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
I will never say it again.
Please don't.
We're gonna ignore that he's on this list.
He's getting paid way too much. 1.4
Actually,
million.
this is a great departure for the Tampa Bay
That's true.
Buccaneers.
That will up
them.
the rating by at least a grade. I will
yes,
say.
Yes.
That was huge.
Biased, I'd give him an A+ just because they got rid of him.
No, I think 2 A+. I mean,
who shall not be named.
You get rid of someone like that, you're like
your team,
instantly. I
Tell
think
me up.
it's gonna be my highest rating. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I wasn't feeling their signings, but that was
all
huge.
right. Well,
that's it. I mean, not
that's
much
it.
else.
I'm not giving this a high grade at all.
No.
They lost
Mike Evans,
Jamal Dean, Christian Izzian, Rashad White. They lost way too much.
We did not mention Rashad White. I saw him on the other list too. He was good until Bucky came in. He was okay until Bucky came in.
All right.
And then
He's a fantasy demon. Holy cow.
They split for a year and then Bucky took over. It was
Yep.
Kind of like how the Montgomery and Gibbs kind of was a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he was very underwhelming these last couple of years. Even the reps he did get were not good.
Yeah.
So let me give it another C-, maybe even a D.
Oh, whoa.
C-. We'll go with a C- just because they brought in a couple good old heads in there. It wasn't great. It wasn't great, and they lost 2 key starters on that team. So C-. Not much to say about that.
I'm not gonna give them anything lower than like a D or like a C-. I mean, because I mean, it wasn't good, but like I won't give anything in the D's unless it's bad. Like it wasn't bad.
Unless
it
it's
wasn't
Arizona
good.
Cardinals.
Yeah, that was the worst thing ever. You know what? I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go C, just a flat C. I think it was fine. I don't think they made any big splashes. Obviously, you hate to see Alex Anzalone go. Kenneth Gainwell was good. They lost Mike Evans. That was not good. They're just gonna give him a C.
That's fair. I don't hate that. C- and a C.
What, we go Carolina next?
I say we go Carolina. I personally am extremely
It's
excited.
another big list, yeah.
I'm excited about Carolina. I think Bryce Young finally has a good team to play with this year.
He does. And that defense skyrocketed.
Let's just name off some names here. Jalen Phillips, Devin Lloyd, Rasheed Walker, their starting tackle now, who they got for $4 million.
Wow. Steal.
That is not
their
bad
new
at all.
starting quarter. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett.
The greatest backup of all time, maybe the greatest starter of all time, Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
Enough said. They brought in Luke Fortner, who actually will be a good replacement for Cade Mays at that center place.
Obviously, you can't replace a guy like Cade Mays,
No.
but I mean,
No,
he'll be good. He'll be good.
he'll be good. Other than that, nothing else. Whole lot of tons of depth here. I'm seeing a lot of good stuff. But Jalen Phillips and Devin Lloyd, two of the biggest signings of free agency, and they both went to the Carolina Panthers. I'm
Devin
excited
Lloyd was
about
a
them.
shocker. I did not think Devin Lloyd was going to go. Also,
I
what a
thought
contract.
he was going to be resigned.
Also, I was going to throw this out there. What a contract for Jalen Phillips. 4-year,
Wow.
$30 million a season. That's
30 million a year.
ridiculous. I mean, he deserves it, but like, dang, that's a
80
lot.
80 guaranteed.
Wow.
Great. That's
He got a
good for
payday.
him.
It's
He
a
got
payday.
and I think he's worth it. He's well
No, for
worth
sure.
it. I'm excited about him.
I don't think this was an overpay. I think this was
No.
fair for a superstar like Jalen
It was good.
Phillips.
It was a very good signing, and I think the Panthers nailed it. They nailed it. They nailed what they needed to nail, and they got a new starting tackle for nothing. It was good. That was very good. What they lost was Cade Mays and Rico Dowdle. I think those are their pretty big ones. Rico Dowdle is going to be a very big loss for them. I mean, he balled out last year.
Rico was definitely a loss.
2 weeks at 300-plus yards.
Oh, trust me, I signed him in free agency of my fantasy league, and he was
Remember that? That was my league.
Oh, man.
Stupid.
our league. It was our league.
I own the league in my
Yeah.
in my defense.
When Chuba went down, Rico stepped up, and then when Chuba came back, it was Rico's team.
Yeah.
And that's just how it went for the rest
So-
of the year. I mean,
Now it's not Rico. Now it's Chuba's show again. We'll
Chuba
see.
show.
We'll see how he gets.
Hopefully, Jordan Brooks will maybe get a little bit of snap. Maybe get like a few snaps in. You know,
I don't know.
Show-
He's
he hasn't really-
got to not get hurt again.
he hasn't really.
He
got
hasn't
to
so
show.
far. He hasn't so far, and I don't know if he ever will. That deeply saddens me because I thought he was going to be a rock star out of college.
For
But
sure.
he hasn't been so far. He's been hurt his entire NFL career, which is so sad. Literally the whole thing. Your first 2 years missing him, that's huge. And who knows if you can ever get it back.
Right.
So I think it's going to be the Chuba show now that
Rico's
Rico's gone. But other than that, Cade Mays and Rico Dowdle, two very big losses, but one of them is easily replaceable. Cade Mays is not. That's the only big departure, I'd say. Other than that, I don't see much.
DJ Wom. Good depth for Detroit. I mean, that's
for
also
for Detroit, but
that's-
we're
all right.
talking about what they lost.
Right, it
Did they
doesn't-
lose much?
again. We're
from
gonna
that?
be biased. It doesn't really
We are
hurt
gonna be very
Carolina,
biased.
but I mean, Detroit is also a very injury-prone team. So as much depth as we can get,
That's fair. That's
sure,
fair. Hey,
yeah.
I'll take it. But in the Panthers' eyes, this was not.
they
a
don't
loss.
care. Yeah, no,
Not
for
a
sure.
loss.
In Detroit's eyes, this
And-
is depth. So let's get it. Come on, you ready? Let's hear it.
Give me an A minus.
A minus.
I'm gonna give him an A minus. I'm not gonna give him an A or an A plus just because they signed 3 key players and a whole lot of not so key players. Okay, they lost 1 key player, so it's not very impactful.
Right.
But it was impactful enough to make me kind of excited about this team next year. So there you go, A minus. I think that's fair.
Okay, I like that. I'm gonna go B plus. I think
Okay.
I think they definitely hit the jackpot on a guy like Jalen Phillips, and I think Devin Lloyd was also a huge guy to bring in. I mean, Rasheed Walker. I mean, yeah, that's also a good signing. They didn't lose that much. I mean,
Yeah.
Cade Mays was definitely a loss, but I mean, Rico was also a loss. But B plus, I think we're gonna go B plus there. I
Good
like
stuff. I think it was good stuff out of Carolina. I'm excited for you guys. I can't wait.
it. Yeah, I'm a
Bryce
Carolina
Young's-
supporter. I love Bryce Young.
Bryce
He's
Young's got a
just-
team, man.
He does.
I'm
and
excited.
We'll see what he does with it. So
It's gonna be good.
it's
So,
good. It's gonna be good. We'll see how that
We'll
goes.
see.
Where did we go?
Let's go Panthers.
Let's go.
Ooh, next up, we have the Saints.
Saints. Let's do it. You were on it. Okay.
Yep.
Up there we go.
Sorry, my mouse is extremely touchy.
Wait, hold on. Before anything, Zach Wilson is a New Orleans Saint. I did not
Oh my
know
gosh.
he was.
Are you for real?
He is. I did not know that. Zach Wilson's a New Orleans Saint. He was the former number 2 overall draft pick out of BYU. He was a huge bust, but that's
Wow. But
he's
everybody's
there,
favorite.
you know?
Everybody's favorite, though. We love a good, white quarterback that's terrible. That was supposed to be really good.
yeah, that.
Wow. He's a Saint. That's crazy. I didn't
I
even
didn't know that either. I just thought
I had no idea.
There. Yeah. Sorry. I just
Thank
thought
you. Thank
yeah,
you for that.
Of course, yeah.
But other than that, some pretty big signings in New Orleans. They grabbed David Edwards, the star guard from the Buffalo Bills. Huge signing. They gave him $15 million a year. Well worth it. I'm very excited. He's going to be a great guard. That offensive line.
Wait, was he a guard or tackle?
He's guard.
Really?
He's a guard for them. He's listed as a guard/tackle.
Oh, okay.
He was a guard for the Bills, and I'm excited. That's a great signing.
That's a big guy.
Travis
Etienne.
Etienne. So he's told us on Instagram now that you're supposed to call him Etienne.
That's right. Travis Etienne. We're not calling him that. He's
I
Travis
don't want to
Etienne.
call him that.
Yeah, no.
It's Etienne. That's dumb.
You want to hear my take on Travis Etienne? Before last season, I did not have high hopes on Travis Etienne. He had like maybe 1 or 2 good years, and then exactly, if I could describe Travis Etienne, that's perfect. He's been up and down his entire career, and coming into this year, I'm like, I remember Jake was like, he might get benched for, who got traded to the,
Oh, jeez. Tank Bigsby.
Tank
Tank
Bigsby.
Bigsby.
Thought he
I
was going
love
to get benched for Tank. And he didn't. And he proved that he was,
He's a starter.
He was pretty good this year.
And he proved that he was worth $12 million a year. One of the highest running back salaries in the NFL.
Now, is he going to be good on New Orleans? Who knows?
Yes.
We'll see. He's been up and down his whole career. You can't guarantee anything with Travis Etienne. We will see with Etienne.
Upgraded offensive line.
Good deal. What is that? $12 million a season? That's not bad.
Very, very big running back money.
Yeah.
But
that's your starting running back now.
It's exciting.
Or Alvin Kamara is no longer the starter.
Good job, Travis Etienne. That's
Etienne,
a stupid last
Etienne.
name. You're not getting called
Nobody's
Etienne,
calling
bro.
you Travis Etienne.
Sorry. No offense. You're a great running back.
And nobody's calling you that.
I don't think it's going to stick.
Now here's a guy that I really wanted the Lions to get. Caden Ellis.
I'm so sad we don't have him.
I really wanted him. He would have been a great Lion.
He also is making $11 million a year.
Crazy.
So he's getting starter money, which is wild to think about.
He was a starter.
That's another one of those guys I'm glad we didn't get because
Right.
we'd have to pay starter money and he wouldn't be a starter.
We can't afford that. It's way too.
No. But the Saints could, and they got him, and they got a great piece on that defense. They nailed it. I might be a little biased, but I think Noah Fant is a very good signing for him. I think he was good for the Seahawks. He was. And then he went to the Bengals
He
on
was
that
a
trade. And
No, he was part of the I remember he was part of the Russ trade, right?
Yes.
Yes, he was a part of the Russ trade. He's a little forgotten guy. He was a part of the Russell Wilson trade that sent him to Denver, and another guy that was sent with him was Noah Fant, was also in the deal, and he was sent to
the Seahawks.
He was sent to the Seahawks, right?
Where he had a really good career as a backup. And he went to the Bengals. I personally thought he was going to be a starter there, and then they just disrespected the crap out of him.
Yeah.
And they drowned him on the depth chart. I hate the Bengals organization, and I think they need a new everything.
They need a new GM.
Coach-wise,
they need a new guy who makes the moves.
New GM, new coaches, new coordinators.
You don't like Zach Taylor? I think he's okay. I think he's all right.
So he, imploded that team. He's the
He did.
only reason they're
But
not
they were also
anymore.
dealing with a lot of injuries, including Joe Burrow, who has recently been injured a lot. So, yes, Zach Taylor has not been the best, but you also can't blame Joe Burrow's injuries completely on the success of that team, especially because their starting quarterback was, gosh, which one was it?
All of them.
The has-been or the never was?
Yeah. You know what? Noah Fant, I think is a good signing.
I think it's fine.
I think he is going to be, in my opinion, a better option than Juwan Johnson. But Juwan Johnson was a very solid starter.
All right, that's where I'm going to completely disagree. Juwan Johnson was very good last year.
They're even.
They were not even close. Juwan
was
Johnson was very good last year. He was the clear starter in New Orleans last year. He put up quite a bit of yards. Can't give you the exact number, but he had a really good. Oh, okay. He had a very good season in New Orleans. I think he is the clear starter. I do not think there will be a competition. I think he will be the 2. He might even play a little bit of fullback. Sometimes they do that to backup tight ends. We'll see how it goes. What were you saying?
I think he's good. Mic drop, but I think he's good. Cameron Jordan came back for his 17th NFL season.
It's crazy. He won't do anything. He's
He'll
so
be
old.
all right.
He's so old.
He'll be all right. He's a funny guy. Everybody likes him.
Yeah, it won't do much.
They brought in Martin Emerson from the Browns.
Okay.
So I don't know if y'all remember him, but he was pretty decent over there. The Browns had a actually decent defense a couple of years ago for like a little bit there, and he was a big part of it, which was really weird. I don't know why.
They actually had the #1 defense in the NFL for like I think it was like maybe a year or 2.
It feels wrong saying it because
Yeah.
it's the Browns, but he was a good piece, and he's going to be a good piece for the Saints.
I still remember playing Madden 22, and the Browns were like a 90 overall defense, and it was unfair.
Yeah, ridiculous. But you know what?
Back when
That's some great signings.
before Deshaun Watson, the Browns were not horrible. I mean, they
Well,
weren't
yes,
good,
they
but
were.
like okay,
They were always horrible.
that's okay. No, you're right. They were, but they also had a few flashes. They had a few playoff appearances before Deshaun Watson. So who knows?
Let's see who
Who
they
cares?
lost. Alante Taylor to kick it off. That is big. That's big. That is their starting corner. And I don't know if they'll fill it. I don't know how they'll fill it. But he's gone. And he's making almost $20 million a year. So good for him. I'm excited for that fresh start for him. Other than that, they lost Demario Davis, the 50,000-year-old linebacker who refuses to retire.
Don't be hating on
Or be
Brian
bad.
Davis. He had a good year last year.
You didn't let me finish. I said he refuses to retire or be bad. Okay.
Okay.
He's been good.
He has been
He's
good.
always been good. And
He hasn't started declining yet, and it's really
No,
funny.
he hasn't.
Yeah.
And he'll be good for the Jets.
I think he's like the
Well-
oldest superstar X Factor, man. This doesn't have to do with anything.
Yeah,
Just say
that's true.
Unk
That
still
is
got
true.
it. So
Unk still got it. So, yeah. Demario Davis, I'd like to say he'll do good on the Jets, but that's where every player goes to
every
die.
good player goes to die. Yeah, I was about to say
So,
the same thing for sure.
Sorry, Demario Davis. This is where your career ends.
Have a
Ouch.
good retirement. In New
Enjoy.
York.
Enjoy. That's so sad.
Poor
for
guy
him.
from New Orleans to New York. Poor guy. he might
That's
retire.
rough.
He might
Yeah,
retire.
he's going to retire a very sad
Besides
man.
that-
A very rich man.
Besides that, I mean,
Other than
Foster,
that,
I
nothing?
guess, but
Okay, so
Who cares?
they lost their third string tight end, guys.
he was second.
Uh-oh.
I think he was second. It's okay though. It's fine. And not that big of a.
But
not
those
that big
two
of a-
starters they lost, I don't think it can outweigh what they brought in.
Yeah, no, they
My
brought
goodness.
in a lot.
They nailed it.
This
Nailed
is-
it. They brought in 3 to 4 starters, big time starters, and yeah, they nailed it.
I think I'm
them.
gonna give mine first to end it off this
Uh-oh,
time.
okay,
I'm gonna give
okay.
mine first this time.
Uh-oh.
This is for the last one. I think the New Orleans Saints did really good. I feel like they brought in a lot of good players. They did some pretty good deals. They didn't really overpay that much. They obviously lost. I mean, they didn't lose that much. I mean, can you go back to what they lost again?
Oh, jeez. Listen, 2 starters.
I mean,
Starters?
that's not bad compared to a lot of teams. That's not horrible. My final grade for the New Orleans Saints is a B+. There we go. Mark it, B+.
Market. A- for me. I'm gonna give him an A-.
Okay.
Because I think it was overall very good. They addressed needs, and they got rid of some old guys and one pretty decent guy. But
Yeah.
listen, they addressed needs. They did what needed to be done. The New Orleans Saints got an A-. I think they did well done. Very good for them. Does that do it?
That's it. That's
Does
the
that do
NFC.
We nailed the Panthers, the
I gave the Bears an A-.
Really, did you?
I did.
Bucks, Panthers, Saints. Falcons. We haven't done the Falcons.
We haven't done the Falcons yet?
We have not done the
Oh, I
Falcons
thought
yet.
that was it. Never mind.
We're
All right,
gonna-
we got one more team.
We got one more team. We're going to end it off with the
Atlanta
Atlanta
Falcons.
Falcons. I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah, they didn't bring in crap.
Holy cow. I don't see a single signing on here that would be good for them.
Their number 1 signing was a kicker. Oh, and their number 2 signing was a punter.
42-year-old Nick Folk, by the way. He is still kicking literally at 42 years old. 2-year, $9 million
Wow.
deal. What
I
are
didn't
they
realize it was
doing?
this bad for Atlanta.
Holy cow.
Their top 2 signings were a kicker and a punter. Horrible.
Wow, this might be...
Let's just go over to what they lost.
Let's go with
This
they
is
lost.
embarrassing.
'Cause
And here's the thing.
Hey, they brought in Tua Tagovailoa.
That's
will
true.
probably start for them this year.
Here's the thing. They brought in so much.
Oh,
so
jeez.
many mid-play. Oh, Brian Robinson to make fantasy more confusing.
Oh, yeah. Fantasy players are
Gonna
going
suck.
to... Yeah, it's going to be
All
bad.
their eyes out. It's going to be
Yep.
horrible. All right.
Who
So,
they lost.
oh, boy. Oh,
Fellas,
boy.
this might be an F.
This might be our first
This might
F.
be the first F.
This may be worse than the
They
Arizona
lost.
Cardinals.
Caden Ellis, Kirk Cousins, Tyler Algier, Darnell Mooney, Zane Gonzalez, who is way better of a kicker than Nick Folk is right now. What the heck are they doing?
Both their kicker and punter
Their
went to
kicker and
the...
punter went away. KJ Osborne,
KJ
another
Osborne.
wide
He
receiver.
was decent. Like,
Yeah.
and Darnell Mooney, he was the last year
was-
he was okay.
Yeah,
But the year before
he
that,
fell
he
off last
balled.
year.
The year before that, he balled.
Terrible quarterback.
Horrible. Would you like to finish it off and go first? I think we can wrap this one up
Whopping
quickly.
F.
F? You want to know how I'm going to go? F. I am also going to go F. This is horrible. This
Wow.
is the worst one by far. What are the odds? We ended off with the worst one.
I didn't even think that was possible.
I
didn't think it was
I
possible
haven't
to
heard
be
much about
worse
the
than
Falcons.
the Arizona Cardinals.
I think it's fine. There you go. Cardinals fans, you have something to be happy about. You're not the worst offseason grade.
You had a better offseason than the Falcons. I mean,
who did they draft? Like, not even, like, excluding, like...
nothing. They didn't
Nothing.
have a pick this year in the first
That's
round.
right, because they traded up to get, Pierce, right?
Yep.
F. F.
Wow.
They didn't even get a first round pick. F. This is horrible.
I guess I wasn't aware of
Terrible.
how horrible
we
this was.
we did not know how bad this was. F. There you have it. We're ending off with an F for the Atlanta Falcons.
Wow.
Don't be happy. This year's not your year.
Falcons, guys,
It's
what are you
over.
doing? What are you doing?
Might finish in last.
Yeah, they might.
I don't think Saints are finishing last this year. I think
No, I think Saints are going to finish first or second.
first. I think
them
they'll
and
get
the
second.
Panthers are going to be up
I
there.
think the Panthers and Bucks are still going to be ahead, but I think Saints are going to be neck and neck with the Bucks. They might even have the same record, but I think
I think the Bucks took a dip. I think they will take a dip this year.
they might
This
take a
does.
dip, but I still think they're going to be ahead of the Saints. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. That concludes
wow.
it. Does that conclude
That
it? Wow.
concludes the NFC. We north, south, east, and west.
And West.
So there you have it, folks. There's your off-season grades for the NFC.
Come back for episode 2, which we will be addressing the AFC.
Yep. That should be an exciting one. Whole lot happened in the AFC, which should be a big one. Yeah, that was a good episode. I am still just shocked about those Falcons.
Wow.
man. Holy
I did
cow,
not
are
expect
they
it to be that bad. Like, truly, we did
And,
not expect this. Yeah.
Wow. The
That was
best
bad.
people they brought in were a kicker and a punter, which is just kind of funny, actually.
They give paid 2 3-year deals? Dang.
Oh, gee.
Well, there you have it, Falcons.
Wow.
You do have long-term special teams, so look at that on the bright side.
Yeah, that's rough. But we hope you enjoyed today's episode. We hope to see you next time for the
AFC?
AFC
It's going to be exciting.
free agency grades.
Let's do it. All right.
I'm Jake Odglen,
And I'm Colin Eavy.
and this was Countdown Sports. We'll see you next time.